comes a new challenger.
These two have more beef than a barbecue in Texas. Let's see them duke it out.
All right, I'm ready. Here we go.
Quick check to start the round. We're early in the round.
My question is, which player will set the tone of the match first?
Backs him into a corner.
Okay, this might be the momentum they need.
Okay, both fighters have taken a step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. That drive impact doesn't get through.
Nice block.
So who's going to make a move?
Huh. Both seem a bit tentative.
Uses the downtime to get above. Just out of range for that throw. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Player 2 needs to be cautious with drive gauge. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
I've got a bad hit. Great round. Nicely done.
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
This has been a crazy pace, and I'm sure both players are feeling so much pressure right now. Which one is gonna survive?
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two take it to the next level. Throws him, what's next?
That was crazy.
Hits him with his free throw. Player 1 can work with this lead.
All right, what's the mix-up?
Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Player 2 will need to play it conservative. Looking winded, burnout changes the game. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. They're going for the super arc? Wait a minute. Life lead here, but it's still anyone's burns out.
No! I think they missed their chance to swing the momentum.
This may no way, no signs of letting up from out of that corner.
Okay. What's the
Closes it out.
Holy moly, that was an amazing round.
Hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
Man, that was one of the best fights I've ever seen. We'll definitely...
Match. Now, find a new rival.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side is gonna want to lose this one.
As it once was beautifully said, it all depends on your skill. Go for broke.
Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
My question is, which player will set the tone of the match first?
On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range.
All right, what's the plan?
The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Did well to get the buff in there. Hits with the overhead.
Ooh, you gotta make sure you keep your eye on the timer.
Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor.
Okay.
Going in? Drink level 4 unlocks more moves for the fight at hand. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Oh, the opponent thought they had something there, but they're about to get crushed.
Wait a minute.
This is a prime opportunity to hit drive rush to keep it going. It's there.
Nicely played around there.
That match was too close, but definitely the kind of match you like to see, right?
Oh man, that was insane. Down to the wire.
Did well to get the buff in there. Player one kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it.
Right. That definitely makes sense.
Player two chases him down.
Uh-oh. I've got a bad feeling about this. Do they have the right read on the opponent?
Breaks their guard with the throw. Here comes the mix-up. Drive rush to keep it going. Player experience. Just goes for it at this range.
Whoa.
Barely blocks the jump in. Player two is in a pretty good situation with the meter advance. Avoids a dangerous corner situation.
Ah, what's gonna happen?
Manages to block the jump-in attack. The overhead connects. Links it. That's gonna leave him rattled. Wide lead here, but it's still anyone's game. Cut that boy off. He's had too much. Fights out from the corner. You're done.
Takes the round. Wow.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
This is it. Triumph or die. There will be no salty run back.
It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line.
How could you not be loving this match? It's so good. Wait a minute.
Perfect parry. What now? Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super high. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now.
Okay, here we go.
Player one, more fuel on the fire. Hook 'em up.
Yo, what?
Spends all that juice on the super hard. Not tried one bit about it. Smart use of the gauge. Nice super hard use. A jump in. In with the cross up. Are they going to be able to come back and snap fires off an overdrive arrow?
Who's gonna take control of this round?
It's it down and out.
Yeah, that was such a stressful round.
Player one made some smart moves there. Great game.
Wow, that was, man, I'm at a loss for words. How can you even describe what we just saw?
Goes for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they could be. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book.
Oh, nice.
Both fighters sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be the prime time to let it rip. Decides to go with the target combo.
All right, what's the plan?
Player one pushes the opponent into the corner.
Okay, this might be the momentum they need.
Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window.
I'm trying to figure out how to get that damage.
Adds parry to the pressure. Knockdown. Player one needs to deal with his burnout. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. It's back into the corner with pressure building.
Uh-oh, I've got a bad feeling about this.
What a clutch, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw soup. Okay. Oh.
Man, that was such a stressful round.
All right, that was pretty smooth, but can they do it again?
This has been a crazy pace, and I'm sure both players are feeling so much pressure right now. Which one is gonna survive?
Personally, I can't wait to see what these two have in store next. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on.
Really excited to see how each player is going to approach this matchup.
Springs forward with the drive rush. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo.
Oh, this is getting crazy.
Calls out their shot and responds with authority.
Whoa. Do they have the right read on the opponent?
Fights out from the corner back to the center of the stage. What do they do? Full SA meter, drive rush to keep it going. Old command grab, trouble's coming. Jump! This is gonna hurt. Player two is barely hanging in there, but can stick the throw connect.
Okay, what's the follow-up?
A drive rush. A jump, reads the throw, and escapes. Oh, what a rush! They're in the corner. This may change the match. Opt for the critical art.
Wow! What a decision! So smart!
Aggressive with the critical art. Such a smart play to go for that in this situation. Fighting back against the odds and giving them a chance to win this. Oh my God, what's gonna happen?
Oh, either player just needs one more good
Down and out.
and they close it out. Good stuff.
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
Wow, they both played so hard and so well. Never anything better than a good match like that.
Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge.
Oh, that was a good one.
Anything that happens early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
My question is, which player will set the tone of the match?
Stops the attack cold with a perfect parry. How will they follow up? Pressuring them in the corner.
Okay, this might be the momentum they need.
Decides to spin the meter to open up some more chances. This range is where it gets interesting. You gotta utilize the reach of your moves to bait out and attack. Gets a buff in the meantime. Drink levels up to 4. All options are out on the table. Drive rush gets in their face.
Just needs one more good hit.
Gonna spin their gauge on a drive rush here. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Oh, burnout activation.
Yeah, that might be good.
KO.
And they close it out. Good stuff.
This match is getting so intense, it's hard to even breathe.
You can definitely tell both players are a bit nervous. Gotta take a deep breath and be sure to focus on the next round.
Oh man, what's gonna happen next? Did well to get the buff in there. The drink levels at 4. All inhibitions are out the window.
That was crazy.
Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the pressure.
Oh no, not like this. Not like this.
What patience to scout out the counter. It's there!
Great round. Nicely done.
Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Someone just got bodied big time. Wow.
We got a good match on deck right now, and no one's gonna want to blink once the action gets started.
As it once was beautifully said, it all depends on your skill. Go for broke.
Shoots off the projectile from downtown to check their approach. Tons of time left. How's this match going to play out?
My question is, which player will set the tone of the match first?
Will they hit, whiff, charge in? Tricky territory here. Someone's got to make a move.
Huh. Both seem a bit tentative.
Both fighters sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be the prime time to let it rip. Nails the anti-air.
That was crazy.
Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Combo with the target combo. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be hard to escape.
Okay, this might be the momentum they need.
Gonna spin their gauge on a drive rush here. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. KO.
All right, gets a round on the board.
Player 1 with a pretty convincing win. But what's next?
They definitely have the momentum right now. If they just tighten it up a bit, it's gonna be hard to beat them.
You're 100% right. Let's see if they can clue in on that and make adjustments next round. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
All right, curious to see how aggressive these two players will be in neutral to start out.
You gotta stop the bleeding here before it's too late.
Okay, it's important to not let up here.
Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach this situation will be interesting. Jump! Overdrive art. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? The spacing is so on point right now.
Whoa, I don't know how they reacted to that jump so fast.
Raw critical art? Yo, what's gonna happen? Whoa. Wide lead here, but it's still anyone's game. When you absolutely gotta put him down, use super to take the round. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
I love it when things get crazy like this. Let's go!
Fires off a Hadouken. Tap those shins.
Wow! What a decision! So smart!
Gotta be my solid anti-air.
Okay. What's the follow-up?
Both players throws them.
What? How do you even think of doing that?
Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Somehow manages to block the jump. Oh, there's a burnout.
Yeah, that might be done. Don't think this is gonna happen.
Getting up close and personal. The low.
Who's gonna take control of this round?
Connects with the throw.
What? How do you even think of doing that?
Goes for the goal. A jump?
What? How do you even think of doing that?
Cut that boy up. He's had too much. Dangerous range here. Fights back with authority. Oh, giddy up, kids. We're going to punish, counter, sit.
Okay. What's the follow-up?
Are you for real?
I can't believe that round! That was nuts!
Player 2 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
This is definitely gonna be a good one. Let's go!
Round 1.
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary.
Alright, let's go!
Nice counter. Smart play there. The low kick connects. Gets the counter in. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. This range is where it gets interesting. You gotta utilize the reach of your moves to bait out and attack.
Nicely played around there.
Bags around. What did you make of it?
Definitely some strong play, but you cannot rest on your laurels. You gotta keep up the aggression.
Got that right. Oh, the next round started. Breaking some damn shin. What's gonna happen next? Was looking for that jump attack.
Ooh, nicely done. They can't get in from the air. They've gotta try a more grounded approach. Ah, what's gonna happen?
Barely blocks the jump in. Jump! Looking for clutch, anti-air.
What? How do you even think of doing that?
Excellent read.
I can't believe they blocked that. This is so good.
Nope, this gun closes it out.
And they close it out. Good stuff.
Jamie wins.
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
Wow, they both played so hard and so well. Never anything better than a good match like that.
Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet.
Yeah, super excited to see the kinds of adjustments both players will make.
Uses a drive parry against the attack. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Smart throw. That'll do more damage than usual.
There we go. Big hit there.
The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Nice cross-up. Big counter.
Oh, that was a good one.
Heading into the end game now. And a super activation. You can't forget the super KO.
Nice way to close out that round.
Player 2 with a pretty convincing win. But what's next?
You can definitely tell both players are a bit nervous. You gotta take a deep breath and be sure to focus on the next round.
All right, let's see what happens in this next round. They trade. E9. They're backed up into the corner.
Wait a minute.
Bust up. E9 the jump in.
Amazing awareness there.
Checks with the medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Jumps! What's coming next? Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using the... Anticipates the counter? KO.
And they close it out. Good stuff.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
This is it. Triumph or die. There will be no salty run back.
They were waiting for it. Here comes the corner pressure.
Oh man, this could be all the difference.
Experiencing burnout.
Oh, this is definitely not good for them at all.
Who takes the hit and keeps on trucking? Cross-up attack. It all the way up with the super.
Amazing awareness there.
Getsuga Saiho. Hit him with your battle cry. Player 1 can't win this without pulling the trigger. What are they going to do? This is a gigantic life impact squash.
I can't believe they blocked it.
You're done.
Takes the round. Wow.
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
Man, that was one of the best fights I've ever seen. We'll...
Here comes a new challenger.
All right, both players are ready to go. Time to get hype and make some noise.
You know both players are not going to hold back.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store.
Yeah, you can feel the calm before the storm as the round begins.
Lots of aggression from both sides. Fights out of the corner, but not able to relax just yet. The low kick connects.
Oh, nice.
Stakes the combo. With the life gap opening up, they need to utilize drive. That's one huge life lead. Oh! Hits him.
All right, gets a round on the board.
Now you understand.
That didn't look like a fair fight at all. Well, let me hear your thoughts.
Oh boy, if you look up disrespect in the dictionary, you'll probably see a picture of this match here.
You see opportunity now in the corner.
Oh no, not like this, not like this.
Both fighters are trying not to get trapped in the corner. Who's gonna take it? Jump! Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Jumps in! Swagger step. Shows the medium kick. Barely blocks the jump in. Max SA gauges. They both have a chance to score a big payday. Jumps up, knocked him out of the air.
Wow, what a decision. So smart.
Swings forward with the drive rush. Yeah, at least one of them is having a good time in that corner.
All right, what's the mix-up?
Back it down and out.
Holy moly, that was an amazing round.
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
Wow, they both played so hard and so well. Never anything better than a good match like that.
Will the drive rush here open things up for them? It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
My question is, which player will set the tone of the match first?
Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout.
Ooh, you gotta make sure you keep your eye on the timer.
Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. They gotta watch out. This range is where it gets interesting. You gotta utilize the reach of your moves to bait out and attack. If that attack landed for a counter hit, they'll have to decide how to follow up.
Okay, I like that.
Blocks the ambiguous cross-up. Can't decide who's gonna stay in the corner. Player 2 creates a good and brings out the super. How's this going to work out for them?
That was crazy.
Hell!
Ooh, great round. Nicely done.
Now you
I love when two fighters just go all in on each other.
You can definitely tell both players are a bit nervous. Gotta take a deep breath and be sure to focus on the next round.
Oh man, what's gonna happen next? This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
Really excited to see how each player is going to approach this matchup.
Player 1 has the meter lead. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Well-timed corner switch. Looking for a chance. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Don't mind me. Just making a flowchart over here.
Man, neither player wants to make the move.
Springs forward with the drive rush. Serenity Stream.
Oh no, not like this. Not like this. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Raw Super Art. Whoa. Level 1 Super Art. Breaking with some serious style. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 is working with end whips. They're wide open. Good awareness on the crossover. Oh, what a rush. Forward rush. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Looking for a chance. Holds them down. Super Art to show what a PhD fighter can do for you.
What? How do you even think of doing that?
This is a critical moment. Closes it out.
Man, that was such a stressful round.
Hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
Man, that was one of the best fights.
How's this matchup gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
What did they say? This is going to be a match to remember.
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round.
Ooh, can't wait to see this good stuff here.
How's the time left? How's this match gonna play out?
My question is, which player will set the tone of the match first?
This is a good range to test the opponent's reactions to fireballs. Confident anti-air.
Smart stuff there.
They break forward to pressure the opponent.
Nice whip punish. They've definitely got a bead on their opponent's title.
That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. The drive impact whips. Are they ready to punish?
Ooh, you can't win them all. Just make sure you learn from your mistakes.
Who will capitalize on an opening first?
Oh man, it's coming down to the wire. Trying to figure out how to get that damage.
Hey-o.
Nice way to close out that round.
There's no question what lengths most players are willing to go to.
I cannot believe how well they played. That was a crazy match.
Shows the medium kick. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Who gained control of the match in the early going?
All right. Curious to see how aggressive these two players will be in neutral to start out.
Player 2 needs to be cautious with drive gauge. It's back to the brushes that off and keeps going.
Whoa.
How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Max drink level now. This party's getting interesting. Not a lot happened, but I'm sure that delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Jumps up, side switch out of the corner. Experiencing burnout.
This is definitely not good for them at all.
What? Below. Nice.
Wow, what a decision. So smart.
A jump sets up with the jump in. What a smart throw.
Okay. What's the follow-up?
Dangerous range here. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? That was the highest I've ever seen one.
I cannot believe they pulled that off. That was crazy.
Goes for the goal. Who's gonna steal this win? Reads the jump in perfect.
Okay. What's the follow-up?
Player 2 will look to apply pressure here.
Oh no, not like this. Not like this.
Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize?
Okay, you're in. Gotta make this one count.
A jump in. Ball splat into the guard break.
Wait a minute. Whoa, I don't know how they reacted to that jump so fast.
Fire drop and overdrive arrow.
Oh, let's go. Are they gonna do it? Are they gonna close this out?
Raw Super Art incoming.
Oh!
A real test of nerves here. Drive rush. We'll get to follow up after that target combo. This is it! Take that guard and close it in. No, you can't do that to me, baby. You're gonna give me freaking heart attack if we keep flexing like that.
Did they really just steal that round? What? What?
It is not over. They want that run back. How's this going to unfold?
Nice. I feel like I could watch these two go at it forever.
Crowns the from above. Goes for the jump in. Well-timed corner switch. Lets off a projectile to waste time. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. That's some big, juicy damage on that counter hit.
Good stuff. Ooh, you gotta make sure you keep your eye on the timer.
Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Light lead opens up. Hits.
Nicely played round there.
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
This has been a crazy pace, and I'm sure both players are feeling so much pressure right now. Which one is gonna survive?
All right, let's see what happens in this next round. Nails the overdrive arrow kick. Raised it with the power wave. Nice cross-up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Gets clipped by the anti-air.
Wow! What a decision! So smart!
Rushes that off. Wait a minute. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter.
Wow! What a decision! So smart!
Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Springs forward with the drive rush. Gotta be mindful of reach and knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Perfect read with the anti-air.
Wow! What a decision! So smart! Things are
You're done.
and they close it out. Good stuff.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
I love it when things get crazy like this. Let's go!
Overdrive art. Goes for it all, but just misses.
Miscalculated that distance by a tiny bit.
Let's see how these two try and set the tone of the match.
I'm sure, but
What? In anti-air?
what? How do you even think of doing that?
Forward rush. With super arts interplay, it's really anything goes at this point. Clutch, anti-air.
Wow! What a decision! So smart!
Jump off the surface.
Okay.
Overhead, but it won't work.
That was ridiculous defense!
Oh my God, did they just choke it away?
Can't dwell on the past. Let's get ready to win the next fight.
This is our destiny.
Sends them a personalized telegram with that frightening critical art. Can they muscle up the nerve to fight back and take this round? They're taking this one to the absolute limit.
It's all come down to this. This is so tense.
Rising tackle.
Answers with a fireball. Oh, try to they are done.
I can't believe that round. That was nuts.
Player 2 is gonna be watching replays of this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
That was so back and forth. Wow, you can't ask for better Street Fighter.
Yeah, I love the back and forth they had going on. Unfazed by the switch and block. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on?
I can only imagine how good this match is gonna be. Let's go. All right, what's the plan?
Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs.
Gets the hit.
Pressuring them in the corner.
Okay, this might be the momentum they need.
They're vying for dominant position in the corner.
Do they have the right read on the opponent?
This is the perfect range for KO.
Nice way to close out that round.
That's the round. What did you make of it?
Definitely some strong play, but you cannot rest on your laurels. Gotta keep up the aggression.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two take it to the next level. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Anti-air drops them.
Amazing awareness there.
They're backed up into the corner.
Wait a minute.
Medium kick hits. Going on the offensive. Fires a power wave. scrapping it out up close. Super Arts on deck for both fighters. Wow, Super Art!
Wait a minute.
Level 1 Super Art, breaking with some serious style. The next hit, the low.
What? How'd you even think of doing that?
Oh, critical down. Oh. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Down and out.
Yeah, that was such a stressful round.
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
Man, that was one of the best fights I've ever seen.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A-game to the table.
All right, I'm ready. Here we go.
Solid anti-air there.
Smart stuff there.
Combos there. Very dangerous range. They can definitely get clipped by something. Will they incorporate that full drive gauge they have until their game plan? Gets the jump in. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here?
Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor.
I'm trying to figure out how to get that to
Hail!
All right, gets a round on the board.
Player 2 with a pretty convincing win. But what's next?
They definitely have the momentum right now. If they just tighten it up a bit, it's gonna be hard to beat them.
You got that right. Oh, the next round started. We're just getting started here. Who'll take control?
I'm sure both fighters are gonna
Spin some meter to add super damage to the combo.
Ooh, nicely done, nicely done.
Player 1 has a slight life lead.
Okay, it's important to not let up here.
Risky up-close scrap still going on. Gives a little space with the throw.
Amazing awareness there.
Blocks the low kick. Jump! Wide lead here. Gotta do better than that.
That was ridiculous defense. Just needs to find that one gap to break out of this pressure.
And already back to the wall. Blocks the cross-up. Good read. Forward rush. Looking for a chance. Throws a fireball. Noticeable like you're done.
Holy moly, that was an amazing round.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
This is it. Triumph or die. There will be no salty run back.
Easily escapes the throw attempt. They're turning it up a notch. We might see some rush down here.
I can only imagine how good this match is gonna be. Let's go.
Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Oh, perfect read with the anti-air.
Okay. What's the follow-up?
Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Jump! Shrugs that off.
Whoa.
Combo, let's go. Quick medium poke. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Oh, drive impact misses.
Oh no, big whips.
Oh, you never know what can happen. Oh, what a rush. Medium kick. Burns out.
Oh, this is definitely not good for them at all.
There's a drive impact.
What? How do you even think of doing that?
Come on. It's time to
See,
train.
now that's how you finish a fight. This is a big lead. You either go big or you're going home. Player 1 had to work extra for that one. Plenty of highs and lows in that match.
Wow, that was, man, I'm at a loss for words. How can you even describe describe what we just saw.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
Nice. I feel like I could watch these two go at it forever.
Jumps. Surprises him with the drive rush. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this round will turn out.
Just needs to find a way to close this out.
Had the radar up and running.
That was crazy.
Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
Uh-oh. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Spices things up by adding the super art to the combo.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Ooh, do they have the right read on the opponent?
Grabs him. Heading into the hit KO.
Nicely played round there.
Fast around. What did you make of it?
You can definitely tell both players are a bit nervous. Gotta take a deep breath and be sure to focus on the next round.
You're 100% right. Let's see if they can glue in on that and make adjustments next round.
Nice whip punish. They've definitely got a bead on their opponent's timing.
They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the pressure.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
The drive gauge is almost empty on both sides. Jump! Denied the jump in.
Wow! What a decision! So smart!
Experiencing burnout.
Who's gonna take control of this?
Closes it out.
Takes the round! Wow!
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
Wow, they both played so hard and so well. Never anything better than a good match like that.
Another fight is coming your way.
Everyone's getting fired up and we're just ready to get started.
As it once was beautifully said, it all depends on your skill. Go for broke!
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Really excited to see what kind of tech both players have for this fight.
Jump in, find some mark. Anything that happens early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
My question is, which player will set the tone of the match first?
Fights out of the corner, but not able to relax just yet. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. They're really being worked over in the corner.
Just needs to find a way to close this out. Trying to figure out how to get that damage. Ooh, nicely done, nicely done.
Very solid corner switch. Confident anti-air to counter the jump in.
That was crazy.
Oh, now here's a chance to do some damage.
Ugh, this comeback is not going to be easy to pull off.
Player 2 chases him down.
Uh-oh, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Don Kuhar gets it.
Great round, nicely done.
That round had some interesting twists to it. What are your thoughts?
Not gonna lie, there was a lot of good stuff there. I want to see how they both adapt.
Ah, yeah, that's right. You got a point there. Let's see if the fighters pick up on that too. Throws to get around their defense. Ooh. Very solid corner switch. Both fighters have plenty of drive to work with, but how they make their approach will be key.
Okay.
Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here.
Oh no, not like this. Not like this.
Both fighters have picked a good spot to use the super.
What? How do you even think of doing that?
Uses the gauge for the super art. They want to show they're not playing around.
Wow, what a decision. So slow. I don't know how they reacted to that jump so fast.
Oh, burnout activates.
Yeah, that might be done. Don't think this is gonna happen.
Pressure building.
Oh, this is getting crazy.
Cut that boy off. Dry brush. A jump in. What are they going to do? Put the brakes on the impact.
That was ridiculous defense.
In attack range. You're done.
And they close it out. Good stuff.
Hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
Wow, they both played so hard and so well.
Here comes a new challenger.
right here, right now, we're in for something special.
This is definitely gonna be a good one. Let's go!
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Yeah, let's see how both players are gonna start things off.
Checking how their opponent reacts to Fireball. Not letting that go.
Smart stuff there.
Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan.
Just needs to find a way to close this out.
Hold your breath.
Ooh. Comeback's gonna be tough now. And they hit.
Great round. Nicely done.
Last round saw one player really taking advantage of every opportunity. But how will that affect the next round?
That was so dominant. And if that keeps up, this might be a quick match.
Springs forward with the drive rush. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
Really excited to see how each player is going to approach this matchup.
So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Got their eye on the air.
Ooh, nicely done, nicely done.
Smart play with the throw. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Drive rush to keep it going.
What's gonna happen?
Super arts on. Ooh, burnout activates.
Yeah, that might be dodged. Don't think this is gonna happen.
This is gonna hurt. Manage's throw is denied. What a read. Gotta be careful not to whiff this range. Jump! Knocked him out of the air.
What? How do you even think of doing that?
Fizzles them down.
Holy moly, that was an amazing round.
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
Man, that was one of the best fights I've ever seen. We'll definitely remember that one.
How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here?
Yes! We've got ourselves a set here!
We're still early in the round.
My question is, which player will set the tone of the match first?
Will the drive rush here open things up for them? Are they trying to slow down the pace with the projectile? Dangerous range here. If you're careless, any move with long recovery can get jumped in on for good damage. Goes for the surprise rush in. It's back into the corner with pressure building.
Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this.
Grabs him.
Ooh, nicely done, nicely done.
The drive impact whip. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there.
Things are looking pretty bleak right now. Ooh, you gotta make sure you keep your eye on the timer.
Hell.
Nice way to close out that round.
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
Definitely some strong play, but you cannot rest on your laurels. Gotta keep up the aggression.
You're 100% right. Let's see if they can clue in on that and make adjustments next round.
Amazing awareness there.
That corner's gonna make it hard to get away. Springs forward with the drive rush. The spacing is so on point right now. Any mistake here will be big. Opens him up with the throw.
Wow, what a decision. So smart.
Smart move to stay on guard.
I can't believe they blocked that. Oh, this is getting crazy.
The throw connects.
What? How do you even think of doing that?
Fighting uppercut.
Sandblast.
It's right there. Gotta get this win.
Gotta beat Springs forward with the drive rush. Dashes up. What a smart throw!
Okay. What's the follow-up?
Blocks the low kick, closes it out.
Takes the round. Wow!
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
I love it when things get crazy like this. Let's go!
Black tries to do something new and goes for the fireball. This match just started and it can go either way.
I can only imagine.
Spins the meter on the super art.
Wow! What a decision! So smart!
You know we paid to get in here, right?
Man, neither player wants to make the move!
This can lead to some big damage. Oh, what a rush! Reads the jump in perfectly.
Wow! What a decision! So smart!
Nowhere to run.
Oh man! This could be all the difference!
Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Nothing stops this train.
Yo, what?
Forward rush. Backs off. It just bets it all on the drive rush. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. The drive impact doesn't work.
I can't believe they blocked that.
What are they going to do? Nothing stops this train.
Wait a minute.
Teach him a lesson.
Okay. What's the follow-up?
Noticeable life lead is a there's a burn. It's over.
I can't believe that round. That was nuts.
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
Man, that was one of the best fights I've ever seen.
Another fight is coming your way.
Both fighters are ready to get started. I can't wait to see what kind of tricks they have up their sleeves.
You know both players are not going to hold back.
Nice counter. Smart play there. Anything that happens early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
My question is, which player will set the tone of the match first?
Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also diminished. Good anti-air.
Oh, nice.
Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Super art is almost empty on both ends. Will they wait it out or engage?
All right, what's the plan? I'm trying to figure out how to get that damage.
Very dangerous range. It can definitely get clipped by something here.
Nicely played round there.
That's the round. What did you make of it?
This has been a crazy pace, and I'm sure both players are feeling so much pressure right now. Which one is gonna survive?
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two take it to the next level. They were baiting that the whole time?
Amazing awareness there.
Medium kick. And nailed the overdrive arrow kick.
Okay.
Barely blocks the jump in. Looking for a chance. Springs forward with the drive rush. Jumps. Throws him.
What? How do you even think of doing that?
Free flow strike. Both fighters are flinching. Fights back with authority. Oh, what a rush. The drive gauge is burned out.
Yeah, that might be done. Don't think this is gonna happen.
Tries to act quickly, but whips it down and out.
Holy moly, that was an amazing round.
Man, they were scrapping. What did you think?
That right there was some Street Fighter. So good.
Both sides vying for dominance there. We're in for one hell of a dance.
Right, fair enough.
Tries to act quickly, but whips the attack.
Can't dwell on the past. Let's get ready to win the next fight.
Looking for a hole. Oh, what a rush. Player 1 is in dark times with burnout. The jump! Barely blocks the jump in.
Things are about to explode. I can feel it.
Connects with the throw.
Okay. What's the follow-up?
Amazing. With super drive rush. Getting up close and personal. Forward rush. Full drive reversal.
Are they gonna do it? Are they gonna close this out?
There's a burnout. Right in anti-air.
What? How do you even think of doing that?
A real test of nerves here. This is a bad situation to be in. The drive impact doesn't work.
That was ridiculous defense.
It's over.
I can't believe that round. That was nuts.
Hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
Wow. That was, man, I'm at a loss for words. How can you even describe what we just saw?
Fighter 6.